It began long ago, on the battlefields of the Great War.
One teen decided to throw his hat into the ring of zombie YouTubers. Hello everybody, my name is Happy Curly, and today I want to take a different approach to my videos because I typically just do gameplay videos, but today I want to do more of a scripted video and then basically talk about zombies. If you are new around here, be sure to hit the subscribe button because you do not want to miss any future uploads because I will be releasing more and more zombie videos in the future and you don't want to miss it. But anyways, let's get into the video itself. As many of you know, zombies is somewhat coming back. So in other words, zombies is coming back from the dead. So if we look at it that way, zombies is becoming a zombie. Enough meta jokes out the way, let's get into the topic at hand. Like many of you, I recently gotten back into zombies again and I got back into my favorite game. I'm of course talking about Black Ops 4. Okay, enough joking around, imagine playing that steaming pile of shit. I'm of course talking about Black Ops 3. Do I think Black Ops 3 is better than Black Ops 2 and 1? I mean, not really, but Black Ops 3 is the one I played the most and had the most fun with, especially with all my friends because I was primarily growing up in the PlayStation 4 era of the game. That's why that game is my favorite, but what is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below because I would love to hear your opinions. Zombies is making a comeback. With that said, I wanted to share my thoughts on the various maps spread across all of zombies. That, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to my topic at hand. Origins. We all see it as the pinnacle of all of zombies. But does it hold up to its name? Many will say that Origins is the map that saved Black Ops Zombies for them. And I think I have to agree with that. The only other map that was really as good as Origins, if not better, that's a discussion for another day though, was Mob of the Dead. While Mob of the Dead had the gondola, Origins had the tank. While Mob had the Blundergat, Origins had the staves. While Mob had Brutus, this map had Panzers. Both of these maps go head to head for being one of the, if not the best map of all time. But today's video is about Origins, so let's talk more about that. Not only did this map bring us back our old beloved heroes, it brought us new weapons, new elemental staves, new everything. This sense of innovation was great at the time, and when they brought it over to Black Ops 3 for us to replay again, we fell back in love with this map. From the super fun staffs that you could build and then upgrade afterwards, to fighting the Panzers, running away from them, getting inside of the robots, riding the tank, you can see why people think this is one of the greatest maps of all time. Hey, I sure agree, this is one of my favorite maps of all time, but let's just not leave empty statements like that. Let's get a greater idea of what makes this map super great. In other words, let's dive in.
It began long ago.
On BO2. Okay, I'll stop it with that little Samantha and narration. But the journey did begin in Black Ops 2, as many of you know. After the fairly decent map Buried, we were all wondering, what was Treyarch gonna drop next? How can they blow our minds even more? They had us all scratching our heads, but when they dropped Origins, oh man, they did not disappoint. To start off, the best thing to come out of this, in my opinion of course, was the return of the old crew. You all know who I'm talking about, our good old boys, Nikolai, Dempsey, Takio, and Dr. Richtofen. Take in mind that we went from boobs, nerd, old guy, and funny old guy to our beloved heroes. I think that bringing back these guys is the best thing that could happen to this map. Like, imagine playing this map with the transit crew. It wouldn't be the same, would it? Given that these guys were much younger versions of the old group, I think that they held their own. All I had to do in order to see that they were still badass was watch the intro cutscene. Like, god damn, what has more head bopping music than that? Also, it was necessary for them to come back to set up the storyline for Black Ops 3, but we can talk about the storyline in another video. Just know that they were vital for setting up Black Ops 3. Enough said, let's begin to dissect this map and see what is so great about it. By the way, I hope you guys do not mind the fact that I'm using Black Ops 3 version of Origins opposed to the Black Ops 2. It's just that this is my favorite map, like I said, and my favorite version of the game, so maybe I'll come back to Black Ops 2 version of it sometime, but for now, I hope you guys just put up with it. Sorry for the inconvenience. With that said, let's get into the map itself. Start out in a bunker type area where you can find a shovel that you can use to dig up various little dig sites around the map that can give you guns or power-ups. Back in the spawn area, there is a generator that you have to turn on in order to continue the map because you need to power the area with this. You have two ways of getting out of here. One leads to generator 2 and the other leads to generator 3. They both cost the same, but most people choose which one they go to by looking up in the crack in the ceiling where the generator is and finding the blue light that will guide them to the box. Although it doesn't matter which one you go to, because if you go through either one, they will 1 take you to the generator, which you do need to get to in order to open a pack-a-punch at the end, and 2, they will lead you to no man's land, whichever one you choose. This is where the map gets interesting. The whole map is a war zone for the Great War. When you come up here, that aspect gets cranked up to 11. You look up, you see all these planes fighting each other, the blimps crossing. But just after you see this, you hear this. Shit! You see, across the map, there are these giant robots that step everywhere. One steps by generator 3 and generator 2, while another one steps in the middle of no man's land, all across the land, and the last one steps on the footprints by the church. Every 4 rounds, all 3 of the robots come stomping across the land, so avoid that. You can actually enter the robot if the foot is yellow when you shoot the light, but if it isn't, you better get the shit out of there. Let's move up to another area, the church. As you can see, this church is pretty burned down and ruined, probably due to the war and the whole zombie apocalypse, but hey, war is war. If you go towards the back, you will find the giant footprint and also generator 6, which you probably want to turn on if you want to get Pack-a-Punch. But if you come to the bottom of the church, you'll find, the tank. You see, the tank is like a less shitty version of the transit bus. You take off the shitty driver and all the shitty stops and you get this cool ass vehicle. This hunk of metal shoots fire out of its ass. Ted, get the fuck out of here. No one wants you anymore. This boy drives itself. Alright, now let's talk about the mound.
The mound? Then, at the center of the map, we have the mound. On either side of the mound, you will find generator 4 and 5. If you go up the mound, after you turn on all the generators, the Pack-a-Punch becomes available here. You get one of the coolest camos on zombies. If you go further down, you will find the tombs of Primus. Down there you can craft the elemental staffs of fire, ice, lightning, and wind. More on that later.
Hey, get off my video. Wait, what the fuck?
Where I'm from, sirens never go.
After you open up no man's land and it hits round 8, you better be ready for the Panzer. This big ass Iron Man ripoff is the boss of the map. Once he comes, he will chase you down endlessly. But if he can't catch you, he's gonna pull a scorpion and pull you towards him. And if that happens, you better start blasting him because he will start to blowtorch your ass. He comes back every couple of rounds and sometimes with buddies. Hooray! The only other boss-ish type thing in this map are the old boomer guys, which come to get our power because we are too privileged. The good thing about these guys is when they die, they drop us a max ammo. Take that, boomers! That about covers the basic area of the map, but if we collect the gramophone, some magical discs, and some obsidian, and we put this bad boy into a frame, we build it, we light it up, we get transported to a secret place, also known as the Crazy Place. Let's hop in. We are in the Crazy Place, and as the name implies, it is pretty fucking crazy. In here, walls fall off the fucking ceiling like some kind of madman's game. It's also full of old boomers, so you don't want to be in here. I mean, the only good thing about it is that no panzers will spawn in here. The way to get in here is by 4 entries scattered across the map. Outside of spawn, by generator 4, by generator 5, and by generator 6. We've gone over the basic map itself, but we still gotta talk about what makes the map super special. And I'm of course talking about the elemental staffs. One aspect of the map that makes it so fun to play on are the staffs. Besides the fact that they are the best weapons on the map, what I believe that makes them so fun is the fact that you make them. You have to complete all of these steps in order to build them on their own. Finding all of these pieces can be tedious work, but once you do get all of these staffs, you can bet your ass you're gonna have a good ass time. So once you collected every single piece and the crystal associating with the staff, what you gotta do is come down to the tombs and find the corresponding podium to craft your staff. And this is only where the fun begins. So have fun blasting the zombies, but you should be on your path to upgrading these bad boys immediately. Not only does each staff have its own journey in order to craft it on its own, it also has its own upgrade process. Some are much easier, some are much harder, but in the end, I think the hard work is worth it because these bad boys are so godly and so epic to use. So after doing one puzzle in the nether and another one in the real world, you have to rotate these pillar thingies in order to get them all the same color. And once you do, what you gotta do is shoot the little ball at the bottom. I'm sure you guys all know this by now, but still, so for those who don't. Then you go back into the nether, and you gotta place your staff back into the podium. And then here what you gotta do is collect like about 20 to 40 souls. I have no idea, I don't count them, I just slay these bad boys. Since there's only boomers here, you gotta slay all these boomers, take away their, I don't know, juices. After killing so many, you will see all their juices flying into your staff. And after doing like what, like I said, 40 or something, you will see the indicator that your staff is done upgrading. So you're done upgrading the staff, so now have fun blasting all these zombies for longer. But the staffs aren't the only buildables on the map. Let's get into those. Scattered across the map, you will find 3 pieces to build a shield, which will offer a better field of defense. Me personally, I would gladly take this protection because I don't want no greasy little zombies scratching my back. Get out of here. But hey, it also gives you the ability to blast these guys and make them go flying, which is always fun. The other buildable on the map is the Max's drone. So you know that old guy from Black Ops 2 that tried to kill you? Well yeah, now we're gonna turn him into a drone. His parts are also scattered across all the map. I mean, I'm not gonna give any tutorials here because this is just an overall review of the map. So once you're done building this guy, you craft him at a bench thingy, you pick him up, and the only thing I don't like about him is that he won't give me cool drone shots. Major downvote. Not only did Origins bring us the cool staffs, they also brought us 2 unique weapons. One was the Mauser. On first glance view, it looks like your ordinary starting pistol. Easy points, pretty weak. But once you upgrade this bad boy, ho ho ho, you're in a new world of fun. This upgrade not only upgrades the Mauser itself, it will upgrade its name. We go from a simp name like Mauser to a true Chad name like Boomhilda. But the Mauser isn't the only new weapon added to this game. I'm of course referring to the MG08. Oh man, if you ever want to have a fun time with an LMG, you gotta go with this one. It is easily the best on the map. On the Black Ops 3 version, I'll gladly take this over a Dingo. And when you upgrade it, the Magma Collider. What a name. But yeah, when it's upgraded, this is the gun you do not want to let your daughter go to prom with. So that about does it for the weapon side of the map. But what about the cool new additions that were brought into this map? A new zombie drop was added called Zombie Blood, which gives you the ability to basically be ignored by these zombies, which I'll gladly take because these punks never leave me alone. The other new thing is this tactical grenade weird thingy that drops a bunch of missiles. You gotta grab this stone from up here, throw it in this well, start knifing up a bajillion zombies or so until they eventually give you their juices. You will know when you're done because it'll let you pick up the stone from the little hole thingy. Once you're able to pick it up, you're gonna have to go on a little tedious journey because you gotta carry the stone all the way back to where you picked it up. But there's a catch. You can't get any mud on it because or else this little bitch will start screaming at you.
Start over!
After you wash the stone back in the little well, what you gotta do is follow the little safe path on the wood, trying to get your toes in the mud or else you're gonna get yelled at again, which pretty much sucks. And you don't want to see a child mad, so just follow the rules. Once you made it back to the little table where you found it, you gotta throw that bad boy back on the table. Try not to throw it on the floor though, or she's gonna get mad. Then get like a bajillion more zombie knife kills, and ha ha ha, you get the missile. You see, this grenade is pretty freaking sick if I don't say so myself. Like, the amount of explosive that this bad boy generates, I mean, I'm no paleontologist, but I'm pretty sure this is the thing that wiped out the dinosaurs. Look at this. Boom. It pretty much speaks for itself. Another cool thing you can get are the Thunder Fist, or the 1-inch punch, or the 1 punch, whatever you call it, the cool punchy thing. You get it by filling up all these chests which are scattered around No Man's Land and the church. You just kill zombies by it and all their juices get teleported into the box. Once the box is full, it'll just go into the floor and that's how you know you're done. The only bad thing that can happen is if you are in the process of filling these bad boys up and a big robot steps on it, then it resets your entire process. So try to be careful and make sure you're keeping an eye on where the robots are coming. So once you have gone on and filled up every single one of these chests, what you want to do after this is head on to where generator 6 is and you're going to find a chest with challenges. Click square or X or whatever it is on PC, hold it again, and boom, bang, you've learned Spin Jitsu. Congratulations. Boom, you blast everyone. Beautiful. I love this game. As you can see, the map is great with all of the prints I made before, but the cream on the crop, the icing on the cake, the Easter egg. By God, this Easter egg is beautiful. It follows the exact same steps to escape a quarter from the Black Ops 1 mission. The first step of the Easter egg is to secure the keys, which is to upgrade every single staff and build them, which is a lot of work, but still, it's hard to believe that that is the first step, because that probably will take you like what, 12 rounds if you're fast, 18 if you're slow. The second step, Ascent from Darkness, is probably the least interesting, but still, you still gotta do it. Just throw every single staff into the robots or the bottom of the mound. Step 3, which is to rain fire, is pretty hard because you gotta time everything to throw in the grenade. Step 4, Unleash the Horde, is probably one of the hardest because immediately after you break the seal in Step 3, all these pendants come out and start fighting you, so be ready for that. Step 5, Skewer the Winged Beast, is rather simple. You just gotta get yourself some zombie blood, find the guy running the opposite direction, boom bang, on to the next one. Step 6, Wield the Fist of Iron, is rather hard because you gotta upgrade the fist by punching all of the old boomers, which can be hard in higher rounds. Step 7, Raise Hell, is just basically killing a bunch of old boomers in the nether. And then finally, Step 8, Freedom. Congratulations, you've done the Easter egg. So, what did we learn today? Nothing we didn't already know. We all know how great Origins is. We all know it's one of the greatest maps of all time. So in conclusion, Origins is one of the, if not the best map to ever be released. Is it perfect? No, but I think it is very close to it. I think that this was the perfect way to wrap up Black Ops 2 and prep for Black Ops 3 because what a way to go out. My official rating scale, it gets a 3 staff parts out of 3. So yeah guys, that's the video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to slap a like on it because it shows me that you guys liked it. I worked really hard on this and I hope it showed. But anyways, this has been Halfway Curly. Peace.